approach a video. My name is Josh, this is Emily, my assistant. We're going to go over the barbell deadlift, which is a fundamental strength builder. It's one of my favorite exercises. And there's lots of different ways to set it up. And setup is very important, posture is very important when you're doing really heavy lifting, to make sure that you don't do any damage to yourself and that you get the most benefits possible. So we're going to talk about setting up for the conventional deadlift. We're going to go over foot position first. So let's look at our feet here. So all barbells are going to have some knurling on them, and I like to, as just a very default setting, to have people line up the outside of their shoe with the inside of this knurling. And that's going to be just a little bit wider than the hip width for most people, but that's going to be comfortable enough, and it's going to provide you enough leverage to stand up. If you've been deadlifting for a while and you have your own stance, that's totally fine. But for right now, I want you to start out with the conventional stance. And we're going to get into the hand position right now. So Emily's going to grab just outside of her calves, giving herself enough room to work, but not so wide that she's doing an extra wide grip. So, excellent. And as she's set up, her shoulders are just above her hips. She's got a little bit of arch to not only her low back, but also her upper back. And I'd like to see chest a little bit higher. Good. Her lats are on. She's twisting her shoulders down and back. She's creating lots of tension with her upper back. Now, her whole body now is creating tension on this bar. And this is a very stressful position to hold, isn't it, Emily? Yeah, go ahead and rest for a second. Now, that is the standard deadlift position. There's lots of variations to this, but that's your basic setup. Now we're going to go over a few reps from that standard position. So go ahead and get in position, Emily. Go ahead and just drive your hips to the bar. Stand up. Boom. Perfect. She's pulling from the palm of her foot, from her heel, and driving her hips into the bar. Hamstring, glutes, low back. Now I want you to round out your back at the bottom. So round out a little bit more. There you go. So this position where your back is rounded out, after you do a few reps, you may get tired and fatigued. Go ahead and arch your back again. If you can't feel your back being arched, then don't do your deadlift. Just stop your set and just go ahead and rest and then recover and wait until you can get the appropriate posture before you begin doing your deadlifts again. We're going to keep the weights light at first until this becomes rote and second nature.